All right, I have shared, I don't know if you'll see those videos first or this video first, of stamps that I went and found in my storage. And so I found this beautiful bird stamp. I don't have the original stamp with me, I don't think. Maybe I do. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to stamp this one. I think it was a PSX, that's right. And what I used for my paper, watercolor paper, is bee inspired watercolor paper. It has a smooth side and a rough side. So it's the Jumbo Artist. You can get it at some Walmarts, not the one closest to me, unfortunately, but the ink I like to use is Gina K Designs Amalgam ink, because you can use it with both Copics and watercolor. Amalgam meaning it will work with either one, I guess. So I use that the most. And I've shared this before, but under wood stamps, to get a good impression, I put some kind of packaging, under it. Okay, so that gives it a little cush. And that seems to help. Okay, so hopefully if this video is wonky when you get, I'm not redoing it, so I'm doing the best I can. So be patient. Okay. Some people say, well, I couldn't see that, or it threw me off, and I understand that, but sometimes I'm doing it at my table instead of at where I normally stamp, because I have to stand up there and my back gets tired. Okay, so enough of that. I got out a water aqua brush. Let's see what you're seeing. There we are. And this cut matte in half. And I'm going to start on the, some green from Distress Ink Mowed Lawn. And I think for shading and contrast, I'll use, oh, sorry, guys. I'm just dumping them out. Good grief. There. Kim's getting frustrated. Pine needles. I keep them in these little cases that I got at Dollar Tree, and they kind of, my Distress cubes. It's hard sometimes to get them out, and that frustrates me. Just saying. Having a moment. Put them back in just so they're not all over the place and getting dried out by accident. So yeah, I thought I would just share me coloring some of the stamps I found. And I think I'll leave that out for the berries. Fired brick. Okay, here we go. I also have this nice set of Chrome Tech I got as a Christmas gift, and Chromatech, and so I will use those as well. They're watercolor brush pens. Okay, here we go. Talking too much already. Move that out of the way. Am I centered? Yes. Okay, I have to stand up to see what you're seeing. It's a whole thing. All right, and I have a paper towel. And I kind of go like this a lot. There, I got the water out. I can feel what it is. So I think I'll go in here and just start doing the holly leaves, and with the lighter green as well. Some things that are really detailed, I prefer to do my alcohol inks, my Spectra Noir or Copics. Just seems to work better. But this is quick, relaxing, good to go, right? Oh, so pretty already. I tell you, things come to life as soon as you start adding color. Love it. Yeah. Well, I'll paint up a couple. And are you seeing this? Yep. Just for fun with you guys. How about that? So I'm going to do this one right now, and then I'll do another one later. I gotta go let the puppy out of that poor little kennel. I always feel bad for her. She's a young dog that needs exercise. So Grandma to the rescue, right? Grandma needs exercise too. I did not go to my exercise class, mainly because, one, I'm tired, and two, I don't want to be sore tomorrow on my trip. It's hard enough to drive for 5 hours or whatever I do without being sore on top of it. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It's the harder class, and I think I'm going to hold off on going to the Monday class for a while till I get better and stronger, because that really was a tough one. Fun, but yeah. Sometimes I get lost in these. I think, oh, that's part of the... And I realize it's the bird or whatever. Okay, so there. But see how fast that is? And no, don't have to be perfect. It's just, you know, very fun. Back in. Got a little depth there. Okay, so now I think I'll do... I got out the fired brick. Do I want a different red? Let's see. Let's see. I know I'm going to want the weathered wood that I just got. Let's see if I have my red in here somewhere. I've yet to take the stickers off of the center of these, so it's hard for me. Fired brick again. What the heck? Kim. Oh, wait. Here's one. Yeah. Candied apple. Okay, so we'll do a little candied apple. Going to get rid of the green. Just going to go like this. Turn this puppy. There's nothing fancy about me. I just do it and have fun. It's just for fun. I'm always reminded, I used to kind of do some painting and craft stuff at teaching at my school with the adults after school. Oh, they would take it so seriously, and I go, it's just a piece of paper. It's really not a big deal. Because I was selling Stampin' Up, so it was always, they paid $5 and had to make some stamps or pictures, stamp out some stuff with the hopes that they would be so enthralled that they would order some stuff. And sometimes they did, but a lot of times they just went away with whatever we made. And, yeah. But it was fun. Then they made the rule at the school that you could not do stuff like that. You couldn't make money within the school, which kind of makes sense, I guess. But okay, fine. I won't do that anymore. Like, you can't even tutor in a school after hours. You have to meet them at a library or something different, which is a bummer because kids used to just stay after school and I would tutor them. Anywho, not doing that anymore. Oh, I think that is... Need some green there. Oh boy. To do some green. I see a holly leaf there, I think. Yep. All green to the rescue. I should have just left that green on there. So now I'm going to make sure that the red isn't in there anymore, and I'm going to go in with the green here. Okay, and I think there's my lighter green here. So I'm going to leave the green on here now. Because more than likely I'll see stuff I want to do. I get to watch Miss Tori at ballet tomorrow night. I'm so excited. I've yet to see her take ballet. That's so exciting. They're so cute at that age doing that stuff. Adorable. So much fun. Okay, back to the berries. I do both. I use these watercolor brushes, but I also just use regular brushes. This was easy. I tend to like these because Margaret likes the real brushes, but it just depends what's closest, what my mood is. She doesn't like the water. You can't control it as much, but I don't seem to have a problem with it, so to each his own, right? Okay, and from the berries, I'm going to see that little stem? I'm hoping you're going to be able to see this when it's done. Go in. Oh, there's another berry. See? Okay. I think you get it all, and then you go back and go, wait a minute. Berry. I printed up a picture of this because I wanted to have a visual to see, and I'm glad I did because I'm having a hard time deciding what's berry and what's part of the bird. This is part of the berry. I'm going to say it's part of the berry. Nobody's going to look at this and go, oh my gosh, that was part of the bird there. That shouldn't be a berry. They're not going to look at it like that. Only us creators do that, right? Like Margaret says, well, if they do and they don't appreciate the hard work, then they don't deserve work hard. Good Lord. Okay. Did I get all the berries? You're probably screaming, no, there's one over here to the left. A little overfill there. Overflow. Okay, I'm going to go back in with a little green because, you know, I can't stand it. I got to overthink it. Because once it dries a little bit, you can add more depth to your painting. Once the watercolor is dried a little bit, you can go back in with some more color. All right, I think I'm done with that part. Green there, I see a stem. I think I got it all. Okay, we're going to call it good. All right, so now I'm going to do, for the birds, I'm going to do, you're still with me? Yeah, okay. Weathered wood. I didn't have a gray, so I'm going in with weathered wood for the birds, but is that too much of a blue? Let me try it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so here we go. So just the top. These are, in my mind, chickadees. They could be anything you want, I guess, but I'm going to go chickadee. Chickadees, that's what I have here. Lots of chickadees. And the nice thing with watercolor, it's kind of see-through or iridescent, so not iridescent, but you know what I mean. So that you can see the lines really good. The stamping that's already there, which I like, especially on something this detailed. Yep. And a lot of times I look up on, I don't feel bad about it, on Pinterest or something to get an idea of what somebody else did with the same stamp. And see, I had some that came off. Now I'm going to go back around this with some chalk later, so it's all good. Okay. So now what do I need for their little chesties? Let's see here. I think I'm going to use a couple of colors, a light antique linen and crap, it just went upside down. I'm not going to throw a fit though. Hang in there. There, I got it. Woohoo! I need to buy the Tim Holtz cases, I guess. So this color here, which is Rusty Hinge and Antique Linen. I'm going to just turn this so I have it at the top for me. I just cut the cutting mats from Dollar Tree. I'm getting rid of all of this. I'm not worried about it. If I was worried about it, I just have to cut it away anyway, right? Okay. And again, I just tested out on here to make sure the last color is out of it. Go in with a darker color. You can also wet this down first so it spreads good, but I didn't think to do it, so I'm not doing it. And on their faces, I'm going to do a lighter color, the Antique Linen. See how it just naturally, wherever you start, that's where the darker is going to be. That's where the ink started, and then you spread it out. Cute. Little doodly doo here. Cute, cute, cute. And this one. Cute. I just love little birds. Okay, Justine. I know I can do it on my paper towel too, right? But I like to have stuff all over me. Okay, it's clean. All right, so now I'm going to go in the antique linen, do their faces, the bottom part of their body, just a little bit different color. Not a huge difference, but I think it'll work. You do not have to have distress inks. You can use Stampin' Up! Inks, are great for watercoloring. Anything that's water soluble, any inks like that. So don't feel like, oh, I don't have these, I can't do it. I use ink pens, all kinds of stuff. So do not stop. Think you can't do it. You can buy a cheap a set of watercolor inks. Those work great. Those little palettes. It's just for fun. I just, me, I have to have it all. So I had this. I'm going in with, gathered twigs for the branch. And then we're going to be done, I think. Oh, no, I got to do their beaks. I don't want this too dark. So I'm going to spread it out a little bit, bring it out. Okay. Here. Oh, and I need to do their claws. Their feetsies. Okay. What should we do for their beaks? What should we do? Look at you. Here we go. I'll just use a nice, oh my gosh, if it'll come out. Maybe not. It doesn't want to play. I think, because that's a small area, I think I'm going to go in with my Chromatech. I think that's what they're called. That I showed you, watercolor pens on Amazon. I'm going to do their beaks. You can put this out on the palette too before you go in. You can spread it with your brush if you want, watercolor brush. But since I'm doing a little detail, this helps get in those smaller areas. And there you go. Boom, baby. We did it, girls. We did it. Okay, so I'll put the lid on my aqua brush. I'm going to take this off of here before I make it even more of a mess. And I'm going to get my chalks out. I like, these are well-used, well-loved chalks by Pearlescent. Did I grab, I usually just use cotton swabs. Oh, here's one that I can use. Sorry, guys. I'm not prepared here. Gotta get that out of there. I got a pop sitting here. My stomach was upset earlier, so I went for a Sprite. Okay. If you're still here, God bless you. I love you. All right. Am I on? Yep. You can still see me? Okay, then I just go into the blue, and I just start, and it's got that sparkle to it, so it's really, really pretty. That's just a shadowing, and it looks like sky, because they're on a branch. Super fast, super easy. Oh, you seeing me? Okay. Like I said, I have to stand up to see what you're seeing because it's up higher than me. Now, who wouldn't want to get this as a card? I'm telling you. And then I could go in and add some glimmer to it if I want, but I don't think I will because I think it's more of a natural, birds out in nature. And you could use a brush for this. You can use one of these. Let's see if this is faster. One of these. Probably better. Yeah, I guess. Whatever you got. Whatever you have on hand. It's not that I don't have things on hand, it's that I don't always find them. That's my problem. All right, you guys. I think we're done. And I will cut this out and share it on a card soon. All right, thanks for joining me. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of a video, and I'll do more. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.